All right, welcome to another man's point of view. I am the Space Luchador, and today I'm actually going to answer a comment. Now, this comment persists of three questions, no coincidence there. So we're going to go ahead and check these comments out, right? All right, so the question comes from Shiva, Shivam 782. Now, he was cool enough, and I believe it's a he, maybe a woman, I don't know. Cool enough to do a back and forth comment on one of my videos, right? Specifically the one about single moms. Now, my questioning was, why? Is it something about single moms specifically, right? Because that one seems to be the one that everybody seems to be very, very interested in, right? Everything else kind of just goes to the sidelines. But anyways, question is this, right? He says, well, he's interested in men versus women and about women who expect a lot only because they are women, though they have nothing to bring to the table. Now, that to me sounds like three questions. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tackle all three because I'm that damn good and cool. So, all right, number one, this happens to be the problem in the internet today. Women versus men. Now, let me tell you, all right, what the problem is. Problem is, this does not serve us or work for us when you use this, or this is your point of view or your mindset, especially if you're trying to be the man. Why? Well, because for us men, right? And this applies to everybody literally in the internet that talks about this sort of stuff. When you're a man, your last concern should be anything, right? But your woman or a woman being any kind of threat to you. Period. Why? Because they do see, to a certain extent, the world as a man versus woman thing. However, understand the difference. You, as the man, because of what you are and should be and is expected of you, this can't be your worldview. Okay? So, for the sake of you being the man, right, you can't see it, men versus women. So, basically, it's irrelevant to you. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Now, while that is even more complicated, quote unquote, not really, right? It's just a simple view. To you, a woman is not meant to compete, to fight, to, right? Nothing other than, wink, wink, right? Something that you want. Okay? Not need, but want. Now, let's go on the second question. All right, let's see. We've been expecting a lot, right? Just because they're women. Now, understand one thing. That's where I lose a lot of people, right? Interestingly enough, and believe it or not, I do not lose women. And why? Right? Well, not just why, but I do not lose women when I explain this because they seem to get it. Period. They're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's it. And it ain't because they are what they are. Well, it is, but what I'm saying. Now, let me explain. All right. I use this little thing called love through math, right? Now, simple equation, right? It's 1 plus 2 equals 3. Now, let me explain. 1 is represented by the man, okay? And 2 is represented by the woman. Why? Space Luchador. Well, 1 is represented by the man because he is a 1. He is complete. Understand that, okay? And in the world of mathematics, value wise, right? While you do go first, hence the 1 plus 2, you are not valued same as the 2. Why? Because the 2 has more value as a 2. Does that make sense? Okay, stay with me. As a 2 is represented by the woman because she is worth 2, meaning more value than you. She's not better than you, just as the man is not better than the woman, but is, however, more valuable. Does that make sense? Now, here's the point, okay? As she is more valuable, right? And this is universal. You can like it. You may not. You may not get it. You may be thinking, oh, this guy's a nut, whatever. Don't matter, right? At the end of the day, I'm 100% correct. But anyways, here we go, right? She expects a lot because she knows this hidden math. Does that make sense? That's why all women expect a lot just because they're women. Understand? Just out of that, right? Technicality that they are what they are when they come to the table, right? Now, assuming that men think this way, well, she don't even bring. You're missing the hidden math, and by why me saying that, I mean literally everybody, like Fresh and Fit, right? Pearl, Tate himself, Manosphere, the MGTOWs, the Red Pill, every single one of them are missing the hidden math, right? So, and that even explains your first question: men versus women. When you see it like that, that's why you miss completely the hidden math, right? So you come to the table thinking, well, you ain't bringing anything to the table, right? And she's looking at you like, I am here, which means I did bring, wink, wink, something to the table. Matter of fact, that's why you're here. Because trust me, if there wasn't a woman at the table, right, or this hidden math, you wouldn't be there in the first place, right? But anyways, all right, it takes nads and actually understanding that you are supposed to be the man for you to accept this premise, right? But anyways, like I said, now just basically explain it, right? Everything. There it is. There's the answer. Clean cut, right? As they say. No, clean cut, raw, to the point. Now, recap. All right. Like I said, this might explain it even more, and we'll end with this, right? 1 plus 2 equals 3. Perfect equation. Now, this is what I mean when it's supposed to make sense, okay? Well, 2 plus 1 still equals 3. It doesn't work. Why? Because it's wrong. And by that I mean the order is wrong. Check it out. 2 plus 1 still equals 3, but 2 is in the front, which universally doesn't make sense. Do you get it now? Do you understand? Shiva, I hope you understand, right? I hope you get this because this is literally, right, gonna change everything in your life. Guaranteed if you understand it, right? Now, 2 plus 1. Why does that not work? Well, because the woman's in the front. That's a 2 in the front as the number 1. Does that make sense? Number 1 spot doesn't work. You still get 3, but doesn't work because the 1 who's in the 2 spot, right, doesn't go on the 2 spot. Understand that. That's why it all falls apart. Now, 1 plus 2 equals 3. Perfect. There it is. Now, do you get it? Right? I hope you do. right? So you go, you're welcome. And understand, right? As the one, you cannot do this of make the mistake of thinking that she has no value. She does. Literally, because yes, she's a woman. You have to accept it. There is no other way, right? Not to mention universally in our subconscious, and I do mean this, the entire world itself, right? Everybody that you, I, right? Other viewers, the people on the internet, in the subconscious, they know. They know. And I could prove it to you, right? But that will be for another video. So there you go. So hope I answered your good question, right? That's it. Um, all my videos pretty much talk about this. It's just that I guess they're hard to follow because it is a complicated thing. But understand, once you understand the simple mathematics, right? Who goes where, the value of things, which it's all literally comes down to value, right? The value. How many times have you heard there is no value in dick? There ain't. Why? Because it's free. Period. Right? However, have you ever heard how many times? Sex sells. Now, specifically, we're talking about, the value of two. So there you go. I have to be cryptic because get shadow banned, here and there. And what I'm saying is taboo, quote unquote. So there you go. Um, hope you get it. It is what it is. So if you like this video, give me a like, share, subscribe. Pretty quick, right? That will end today's man's point of view. So there you go. Anybody that's watching, if you understand this, right? If you're interested in this, there's pretty more equations that I got, right? But that's pretty much the simple one, right there. Self-explanatory. So there you go. I'll see you on the next man's point of view.